So when you think of the modern military, you probably think cutting-edge technology, high-tech drones, precision targeting missiles. But there's an unlikely weapon that's making a comeback. Good old-fashioned heavy armored battle tanks. Morgan Brennan is in Lima, Ohio.
As we come up here, we have additional robotic welding machines up here on the right.
They come in as Rusties, battle-worn steel hulls dating back to the 80s and sent here to Lima, Ohio for a second life.
It's about a 5-month process by the time it arrives here and it's delivered to the Army.
New armor, new electronics, new capabilities. The upgraded 70-ton M1A2 Abrams tanks are an Army comeback story.
So 5 years ago, when this facility was down at the lowest production levels, the majority of that was foreign military sales. We relied heavily upon foreign military sales, and that actually kept this facility alive. They did an industrial-based study and determined that we needed to make sure that this facility was operational to do exactly what we're doing right now with these tanks. So from that study came the funding out of Washington.
This facility, the U.S. Army Joint Systems Manufacturing Center, is the only remaining tank plant in America. Last year, the federal government allocated $1.5 billion for upgraded tanks, and this year, more than $2 billion. This plant, which is operated by General Dynamics but owned by the government, was turning out 1 tank per month as recently as 2016. Today, 6, and next year, as many as 34 per month.
Since 1980, the tank has been one of our franchise programs. It's a significant piece of our overall production. We have production on the tank, we have production on Strykers, and a few other vehicles that we're doing. It's a pretty significant portion of our business.
Enough orders have been guaranteed to take production into 2021, a big reversal from 5 years ago when the Army even considered idling operations. What changed? The geopolitical threats. And Major General Cummings, a high-ranking Army official involved in the project, says tanks will be crucial to military operations.
The Abrams tank is still the main platform that we have in our formation and our fights that we need when we fight any type of peer-on-peer adversity. We have other tanks and continue to have overmatch over those.
The renewed demand has been a boon for local jobs. 3 years ago, 300 people worked here. Today, that's doubled, and it's expected to reach nearly 1,000 employees by next year. It's significant for Lima, population 38,000, a manufacturing town that's lost an estimated 8,800 defense industry jobs since the mid-90s. So this is a military modernization story. It's a manufacturing story, but it's also a people story. And in terms of that, the stakes couldn't be any higher.
I tell folks I take this personal because not only was I a soldier, I have sons who are soldiers, and you know, luckily they've all come back from Afghanistan and Iraq safely, but everybody in this facility and everybody that works for me understands the end game. And that end game is soldiers will die if we make mistakes.
For Nightly Business Report, I'm Morgan Brennan in Lima, Ohio.